In this video, we will discuss 15 important questions based on the entire Viva series. Hey everyone, welcome back once again. In this video, we will discuss top 15 questions which are asked by the viewers on the entire Viva series. Make sure to watch the video till the end, and if you're new to the channel, then please do subscribe and hit on the bell icon to get the notification of latest uploads. And also, if you have further queries, feel free to comment them in the comment section. So without further delay, let's get started. So here I have a list of 15 questions which are asked by the viewers. We will discuss them one by one. The first question is why it is called as a Viva. So Viva is often translated as voice, so it's word of mouth. So in the Viva, the student is supposed to answer the question being asked by the examiner. That must be the reason that it is called as Viva. The second question is how to handle if in case you get late to reach to the exam center or a Viva exam center. So first of all, you'll have to have ample time in hand. I'll suggest you to leave before the time, but there may be some incidences where you may get late because of traffic or unavailability of any vehicle for the travel. So in that case, what you'll have to do, at least give a call or message and let your teacher know that you are going to get little late. So it's very important to update your teacher so that it will not create any space for the misunderstanding. Question number 3 is how to prepare for the Viva. So the best way for preparing the Viva is to know your project thoroughly. Whatever you have written in the project, it can be introduction chapter, it can be research methodology chapter, or if the project is based on maybe visit, so you'll have to know what exactly you have written. Most importantly, you'll have to remember the keywords what you have written. To clear or to elaborate it, let me give an example here. Like let's say for example, if your Viva is based on retail management subject, so you'll have to prepare from what is retail, what is customer, what is consumer, types of retail store, merchandise, logistics, retail, location, retail, maybe layout. So most of the questions would be based on either project or some of the question can be based on the contents of that particular course or a subject. So you'll also have to remember to go through the content, and mostly the contents are being taught by the subject teacher during regular lectures. So you'll just have to revise them, remember, and happy for the Viva. So the best mantra for preparation of the Viva is to go through the entire project and study your project thoroughly. That will help you to answer most of the questions being asked by the examiner in the Viva exam. Next question is how do you greet examiner in Viva? So use these magic phrases during your exam Viva. You can say good morning sir, good afternoon sir, or if it's ma'am. So this will give a quick start to your conversation and connect to the examiner. So simple way is to use these magic phrases: good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Next question number 5 is how do I start a Viva presentation or a Viva exam? Most importantly, you'll have to remember is you should not wait the examiner to ask you the question. I have seen some of the students, they just enter without the permission, they pull the chair seat and they immediately start the Viva. You should not do that. That is going to be one of the biggest mistake which most of the student that does. So you'll have to wait. You'll have to first simply knock the door and ask for the permission. If the examiner allows you to enter into the exam hall or in exam room, then wait for the examiner to ask you to sit. If the examiner doesn't ask you, you can simply or you can politely ask them, sir or ma'am, can I sit? If the permission is given, then wait. The examiner may take some time and ask you the question. Sometimes it doesn't mean that maybe 5-10 minutes, maybe for a few seconds, and then they'll immediately ask you the question. But remember, unless and until the question is asked to you, you should not start the Viva. Wait for the question. It can be most of the time it can be introduce yourself or tell me something about yourself, or sometimes if the examiner knows you or if the examiner just want to go through the project and ask the question based on the project, they can simply jump to the second question that is going to be tell me something about your project. I'll tell you, recently I also had conducted the Viva for some students, and one of the students, without asking the question, started telling about the project, and he also started mentioning about his hobbies. That is actually a biggest mistake which students make. So you'll have to be very formal, because this is a project Viva and examiner is not going to take an interview. So you'll have to simply remember the difference between the interview and Viva. So Viva is mostly based on the project. So what you have done in the project, you can start with that. Most important principle you have to remember here is to use some keywords when you are going to start with the first question. Like, let's say for example, again, if your project is based on to study the store layout, so you can use some keywords, then the examiner can frame the next question for you. When you're saying like to study the store layout, then the next question can be framed by the examiner like, what is store layout? Can you tell me the types of store layout? So this is actually, you can give a scope to the examiner to frame question for yourself. Next question is what to do if I don't know the answer. You don't have to actually worry if you don't know the answer of some of the question. Even the examiner knows that no one is perfect, and there may be certain questions which you may not be aware of, but you'll have to politely say to the examiner that you are actually not aware of this particular question. But it is actually going to have an impact, rather a negative impact on your entire performance if you don't answer to the single question. It may happen like if there are 5 questions which are asked to you and you don't know the answer of maybe 1 or 2, that will do, but actually creates a negative impact if you're not able to answer any of those questions. So don't do that. Prepare thoroughly and go for it. Next question is on a similar line. Question number 7 is it fine if I say I don't know the answer? Yes, it is absolutely fine if you could say you don't know the answer, but take care of your tone and pitch. You can simply say, dear sir, ma'am, or respected sir and ma'am, I actually don't know the answer, but if you could give me some time, I'll definitely check and get back to you once my Viva gets over. Next question is what to do if the given answer goes wrong. So it may happen at some point of time, the answer which you have given may not be correct. So don't worry, I'll share 2 tips for this. Number 1, you'll have to take care of not giving the exact number or exact answer. You can keep it open-ended. I'll give an example for the better understanding. Like, let's say for example, if you have done the project maybe based on a certain city, let's say Pune. So if the question is asked to you like, do you know the answer, or can you tell me what is the population of Pune? So don't give exact number. Instead of that, while responding to this question, you can give your answer in a range of certain figures. And the second strategy where you are actually not aware of certain answer, so you'll have to simply say that you are not aware of the answer, or I'm not sure, even I'll have to check. Even if you say that you want to check, or if you will have to go through it, that is fine, that is understood by the examiner. Next question, can student get fail in Viva? So answer is yes, if you don't perform well in the Viva. So I also have seen students, they get fail in Viva, so you'll have to perform better. Next question, what happens if you fail the Viva? If you fail the Viva, then you'll get the backlog in that subject. You'll also have to meet that particular number of grades or the mark to clear that particular subject. So you'll have to take care and make sure that you will clear that Viva, and also you'll submit the project on time. Next question is what is a mock Viva? So the mock Viva will be run by 2 academicians with comprehensive experience to give you the authentic experience of how Vivas are conducted. For certain subjects like legal aspects of marketing, retail management, even I have made a couple of mock Vivas. I have left the link here in the description box, or you can also click on the I button and check those mock Viva to get the real-time experience or authentic experience how the Vivas are conducted. Next question is which is the best outfit for a Viva? So I'll suggest you to wear the college uniform if you have, or any formal outfit will do, but try not to be very casual, like simple t-shirts or wearing the ripped jeans. So try to avoid those kind of outfit if you're specially appearing for the Viva. Question number 14 is how do you stay calm during the Viva? So prepare well, which will boost your confidence. Stay calm during the Viva. Also listen to the examiner, especially the question being asked to you by the examiner carefully. Try to understand the question, analyze it, and then respond. That will help you to stay calm during your Viva. And the last question is, can you take the notes into a Viva? There's nothing wrong in taking the notes, but it also depends on the nature of subject and a Viva. If it is a PhD pre-presentation Viva, then you can also note down some key points which you can elaborate later. But I think for maybe BBA, MBA, or any undergrad or postgrad Viva, I don't think that it is essential to note down the points during the Viva. But if you want to note something maybe for the improvement, you can keep pen and notepad handy and take the permission if you could note down the points in between. If the examiner grants you the permission, then go ahead. So these were the top 15 questions which I have tried to answer in this video. These questions were asked by the viewers on Instagram and on WhatsApp. I think I got around 25 to 30 questions, but some of the questions were incomplete and some of the questions were very simple, so I thought not to include them, otherwise the length of the video would have increased. That's the reason that I have not included those questions. But thank you so much for asking those questions on Instagram and on WhatsApp as well. But still, if you have any query relating to Viva exam, you can feel free to comment them. I'm trying to answer each and every comment which people keep on posting on YouTube and also on Instagram. The way I have tried to answer these questions, I'm sure you must have found this is informative. If so, then please give a thumbs up, share the video, and don't forget to subscribe and hit on the bell icon to get the notification of latest uploads. Next video is based on how to write the research paper. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, this is Sandeep signing off. Thank you for your time.